everybody. I started a little early. One of my clocks said 1 o'clock, and the other one on my computer said 12:59. And so I wasn't sure if I was on time or early or what was going on. It seemed like it was almost perfect. So welcome back, Toadstool Tarot. Robin here. Glad to see you all. Glad you're here. Hope you keep coming back and joining me. It's lots of fun. And spread the word. I don't want the chat room to get too out of control, but we've got a comfortable sized crowd usually on Saturdays. And today we have the first one in was Marilyn's tarot take. Hello, Marilyn. Let me get my glasses just to make sure I can read the small print on the chat. Oh, then we had the Quiet Earth Music Project. Hello, I don't know you. Welcome. Donna Riedler. Hi, Donna. Saskia Handley. Hello, Saskia. Raven Tarot Meditation. I'm not sure if I've seen you here before or if you changed your name, but it's nice to see you. Red Wing. Hello, Red Wing. And I think that's all for now, but more people will probably be coming in. Wonder how it is where you are weather-wise. It's cloudy here today a little bit. I hope it doesn't rain. It's going to be 84, I think, which isn't as bad as it has been. It's been really hot. And I don't know about you. I can't handle the heat. It's more for the humidity than the heat. New York City can get so humid. So I have some plans later. I'm gonna be heading over to the Hermit's Cave to see Simon in a little bit. They're doing a one of their monthly spotlights with a lot of new decks. And I'm waiting on a deck. That's kind of my theme today is what are we going to do while we wait for cards? I keep checking my, wrong tab. I keep checking my USPS and refreshing it to see, did it arrive? Did it arrive? Keep saying out for delivery. So I don't know what's going on or where it is. I don't want to spoil it by telling you what the deck is, but if it doesn't make it in time, I mean, if it does make it during this live, I will excuse myself and run down to the mailbox and get it. But if not, I'll share it with you next week. I really was hoping it would be here by today. They said delivery on Monday, but usually it's a postal day earlier than they predict. And it is supposed to be here today, but it says by 9 p.m. So, I mean, it's only just after 1 here now. So I don't expect it's going to make it in time. I ordered it like a week ago on Monday, or maybe it was Sunday online. Don't you just hate that when you've got this anticipation for a new deck you ordered and you just can't wait to get your hands on it? So today, I'm going to an event later. How many of you know, do you know who Alan Cumming is? I'm sure some of you do. Scottish actor, has done a lot of stuff in the US and in the UK. And, Donna says it's finally cooled off in France. Raven just bought Ancient Italian Tarot deck. I think I have that one. Hot and cloudy in Michigan, says Marilyn. Hello is fabulous. I don't know. I'm missing something here. Oh, hot in Greece. Waiting for a deck to arrive. Meanwhile, I am looking at other decks. I have no shame. Anticipation. Yeah. So anyway, Alan Cumming, he has a club that he took over a few years ago in New York, Club Cumming, and they have various events there. I used to go occasionally to something called Knit at Night. And actually, before I went live today, I was working on hats. This is one of my older hats, which you may have seen. I crochet. And I don't know if you remember the protests a few years ago when they had the pink pussycat hats. I did my own variation of those with the little ears. And these I made actually for Pride. It looks more almost like devil horns and ears, but that's kind of the fun part about it. And I'm currently working on a red devil one, which not very far along with it, but. And then I also have some hats. I think I'm going to continue making these little hats, the devil ear ones, and these little spiky. I don't know what you call these, unicorn hats. It's not really a unicorn. I don't know what you call it, like finger in the air or something. Pointer hats or antenna hats or something. I don't know what to call them. Alan Cumming is now the artistic director of Pitlochry Theatre, Scotland. Oh. Anyway, so I got sidetracked. So yeah, they have theme things at the club, and there was one today. They're doing a Romy and Michelle's afternoon tea dance. I have no idea what that's going to be like, but if any of you have seen the movie from, I think, the mid-90s, Romy and Michelle's high school reunion, I have it in my DVD collection and watched it again last night. So anyway, I'm going over there with my partner to check it out, mainly to check out the space because I want to propose a theme night there. Either rent the place to have a private birthday party when I turn 73 in September with my own theme that I want to do, or more likely if I can work out a collaboration with them for a theme party, because I don't know enough people to invite to pack a little tiny club with all my friends for my birthday. I have a very small circle. Other than all of you on YouTube and Facebook, I mean, if you were all here, I'd invite you, but you're not. And I don't know that many people in New York, oddly. I mean, there are a lot of people from my sort of old circle of music friends, but I haven't really kept in touch other than online. And by now they're all my age and probably don't go out at night. So I don't know. But anyway, what I want to do, if you can see, I'm wearing a Bananarama t-shirt. And I have a guilty pleasure in being a big fan of Bananarama. And I have a lot of their albums. And so I want to propose to them a kind of a Bananarama tea dance or something. So I'm going to go over and check it out and see, how this thing works today. How is it crowded? Are there a lot of people dancing? Are they just sitting around at tables? What are they doing with the theme? And I want to check it out and see what the potential for something like that is. Because I've always wanted to go to a disco, a dance club, and dance to Bananarama. And I didn't go often enough when the music was more popular, and it was never really, they were never that popular in the US. they had a, small devoted following. And that's kind of what I'm hoping to appeal to. If I can get a theme party at Club Coming for Bananarama and advertise it on a Facebook page or work with them on advertising it, maybe I can find fellow New Yorkers that are into their music that would come and dance. So I've always wanted to dance to them in a nightclub with a mirrored ball and the whole thing, And I have all the music. I could have a radio show. I could make I have the set list and the files and everything. It's just a matter of can they do it? Will they do it? Hello, Elspeth. Welcome. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm doing later. That's I think it's from 4 to 8 tonight. So I'm going to go check that out. And in the meantime, one more quick check of USPS to see if they got in the building. No, still out for delivery. No luck. I think we're out of luck today. Hello, nothing so strange. So anyway, this is, I don't really know what, if you have anything you want to talk about today, let me know. But I did have an idea about what we are going to do while we wait for cards. And I thought what might be fun, since I have enough of you here, is I have a fairly decent sized collection of tarot decks. And I thought we'd do kind of a random pull. We might compare two decks. And we're going to compare two decks completely randomly. So what I need from you guys is I need numbers. Now, I have 13 locations in my apartment, either trays or shelves or whatever. There are 13 of them. And there are multiple decks, different number of decks in each location. But none of them, I don't think, have more than 20, 30. Let's say 30 to be on the safe side. So I need from you guys, I need two coordinate numbers. First I need a number from 1 to 13. So somebody give me a number between 1 and 13. Then I need a number between 1 and 30. And then I'm going to do the same thing again for the second deck. So if you will play along, oh my goodness, thank you so much. Quiet Earth was the first in with 5. So that's the 5th location. Second one was, oh, wait, my goodness. Hello, Jane the Seeker. Welcome. Let's see, where are we? Jane was second with number 8. So it will be the 8th deck in the 5th location. I better write this down because I've got 2 of them and it's scrolling by quickly. Write it on my Con Ed bill. What did we say? 5 and 8. 5th location, 8th deck. And then the next one is going to be Maryland's Tarot Tech did the 7th location. Somebody put 6.5, Raven Tarot Meditation. I can't do a half a deck, so 6.5 isn't going to work. So I'm going to go to the next one, 9, Saskia. So we've got 5, 8, 7, and 9. Okay. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Now I got to excuse me a minute while I grab the decks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's odd. Okay, interesting. Got one. Let me see the second one. The second one, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, these are two weird decks. Two weird decks you guys picked. I don't know what we're going to do with them, but we'll give it a try. Random polls, random picks. So the first deck that you chose from the numbers was Patrick Valenza's Royal Mischief cards. Does everybody know this deck? It's not really a divination deck, so to speak. So yeah, so this one is playing cards with, you know, funny illustrations on them that Patrick has done. The deck we're going to compare it to, I don't know how we're going to compare these, is the Libert Tarot of Stars Eternal. I don't know if you know this deck. It's sort of like a Thoth deck, and it's really hard for me to read probably, but we're going to try to read with them. Compare them. Look at some of these cards. I have that deck, Royal Mischief. You can use anything as a divination tool. I read clouds and skid marks on highways. Now this one, I haven't looked at it in a while. I mean, this is a fun excuse actually to dig decks out of my collection that I haven't looked at in ages and revisit them. So this has a kind of a gray metal slate edging on it, and these are the backs. This is for the Royal Mischief deck. And I'll show you a handful of the cards, and then we'll try to read with it. A couple of jokers. No, I shouldn't have trouble with this because I can read with playing cards. I don't use the same method that a lot of people do when they read with playing cards. I tend to read them as if I were reading the minor arcana from a tarot deck. So we'll see what we get with this. Oh, hi, Orshi. Galaxy Dreamer. And this might be something I can do in future weeks when I'm stumped for a theme, is just have you guys help me pull decks from my collection that we can revisit. All right. What I'm going to do, I won't show you all of them. We'll do a reading. Might as well do this now. Does anybody have any particular questions that they would like to have me read for, or just a general kind of reading? I'm open if anybody has. Oh, hi, MA. Yeah, if anybody has anything they want me to read on, pop it in the chat, and I will. So I'm going to shuffle these Royal Mischief cards. We'll see what kind of mischief they bring us. It says Royal Mischief Transformation playing cards. Will they transform us? All right, Jane's got a question. Will I travel home safely? I leave Wednesday. Well, that's a yes or no question, which I don't usually do, but we'll see what the cards say. This is a weird deck to do that with, too, because it's kind of a creepy, murky deck image-wise. So I pulled 3 cards. The central card is the... What is this? Is this the Knight or the King? I think it's... Oh my goodness. I'm stumped. I haven't used this in so long. It's the spades, but I can't tell if it's the Knight or the King. What do you guys think? Is that the Knight of Spades or the King of Spades? Anybody know? It's sort of a crown, but I can't remember from my playing cards if the sword across the chest symbolizes one particular thing. See if I can find a knight in here to, or I guess it's not really a knight. What do you call them? Jacks. Well, this is the King of Clubs. That's not one I pulled, but just by comparison. And here is something or other of diamonds. I picked a kind of a problematic deck. All right, here. Oh no, that's a diamonds. There's another one of diamonds. That looks like a king. Queen. I think it might be. Well, no, this one's the hearts. Is that the King of Hearts? There's another one, though. Is that the King of Hearts? I am having some trouble with this deck. And here I've got another one with spades. See, these are so close, I can't tell. They're both swords, but I can't tell. I'd say Jack of Hearts, then King. Sorry, guys, bear with me a minute. I'm having a little bit of a struggle. This isn't my typical result with playing card decks. All right, we're just going to go with it. I'm going to say this is the King of Spades. So the King of Spades is, in terms of traveling home safely, the King of Spades is the master of communication and intellect. So I would say if you've got all your information together, Jane, if you've got all your directions, you've got all your plans in order information-wise, then you've got a pretty good start with it. Just he draws blood, I'd say king. Yeah. Okay. King. And then on either side, in the past, we've got the 9. The 9 of spades, which is worrisome. That's the 9 of swords, equivalent of the 9 of swords for me. And we've got some people here pacing around a coffin. So it's a little bit of like the nightmare card, the 9 of swords in the minor arcana. So I would say maybe you have some worries or concerns about travel. And here we have the, for some reason, I think this is the jack, not the king of clubs. So the jack, or see, when I use playing card decks, I combine the pages and the knights as the jack. So it has the qualities of both. So the page and knight of clubs, page and knight. Pages are beginning, knights are action. Clubs are wands, which is growth, creativity, passion. I think you need to stop worrying. I think it'll be fine. The one out of the 3 cards is worrisome, the worry card. The other 2, one's an action card and one's a mastery, a control card. So I would say it looks to me like you are more concerned or more worried than the trip will be. But I think it's important to make sure you have all your information. It was a real long-winded, roundabout way of saying next to nothing, but that's what we're going with that. Sorry, this was a kind of an odd choice of a deck for me, and it's just the way the random numbers came up. A little problematic. Might say the reading was a little problematic, but the concern was a little problematic too. But I think it's more worry in your head than in reality. Now let's do one more. Let's do something with the Libert. This is another deck that's really going to make me work and trouble me to figure out the Truth Engineer. Let's see, where are we? Let me scroll back a little bit. Been gone from home for 3 months. Insert very sad face. Okay, make it. How will my train trip go? Mother needed me. She's 91. It's been rough. Okay, people thought king, so I read the king. People are giving Jane support, hugs. The train engineer. Sounds good. No, Robin, it actually works. Stop bashing yourself on or my question. You're spot on. Okay. How long does the trip take, Jane? Okay. All right. Does anybody have another question? We're going to try something different with this other deck, the Libert. These are 2 decks I never pick up, never look at. They've been on my shelves for ages. I'm looking at them again. Need to think about how to read with these. I thought I'd been getting a little bit better with reading with almost any deck, but these are challenging me a little bit, particularly if it's a card I can't identify what the card is. You know, if you look at a card and you can't tell, is it a jack or a king? I don't know. Take that into account, I suppose. Maybe the cards can recommend some weekend mischief to get up to. It takes 2.5 to 3 days for her trip. Does anybody have another question for this other deck, the Libert T? I'm going to try this. Tarot of Stars Eternal. Show you a few of these cards. These are the backs. I got this. I mean, this is one of those low Scarabeo decks with multiple languages on it, which I don't like, one of the old ones. But I got this because even though the art is kind of abstract, it felt a little more comfortable to me than the Thoth art when I got it. There's a stylization to the imagery that's kind of like softened and rounded. But yeah, I don't know. Let's quickly get through this reading, and then maybe we'll try to find a third deck. Maybe I'll go from the opposite direction when it comes to choosing the location. So anybody got a question? General reading for the chat. Yeah, all right. That'll do. Okay. We're trying. Libert T. General reading for the chat. Oh, we got it upside down. Yes. Some of these cards, I don't even read with reversals. I don't know how these cards got upside down. Whew. Not a quick, intuitive reading because the images are so abstract. All right. Well, the first card we've got in the center for the general reading is number 19, which, I got that upside down, is the Sun card. Sun is a good sign. Sun card. Gonna be sunny today? The clouds are dispersing just a little bit. I think generally for a weekend, a Saturday, Sun card is pretty good. Pretty good. The card before it is the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. I didn't show you the card. That's the Sun card. It's pretty and it's confusing. I would say pretty confusing. Maybe I should have had a little more discretion when picking the decks off the shelves. So anyway, Sun card. Sun card generally to me is a positive sort of thing, illuminating. The Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles usually applies to growth. Is that right side up? Looks upside down, but it is right side up. According to the type, there's a figure on it upside down. Don't know what to make of that. It's very, very odd depiction for the Seven of Pentacles, I think. Usually that's sort of like nurturing and growth and not yet quite time to harvest. And the third card is the Two of Spades. So a decision to be made between two places, a decision. So we've got the Sun, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. The sun's in the middle. I always work from the middle. The middle energy. Middle energy is good. The sun, warm, bright, illuminating, growth, supportive. The Seven of Pentacles, growth. That's good. The Two of Swords is an either or kind of thing. There are two decisions. I mean, a decision between two options. I think that could apply to almost anybody or anything in this chat. If you step outside into the sun today and you are going on your way, you are developing your pursuits. Maybe you're not reaping the rewards yet. You're still working on something. You're working towards completion of something when you step out today. And at some point, you will have a decision to make between two things. Base your decision on communication, people you're communicating with, and also the knowledge about the situation. Maybe people have given you advice. Maybe two different kinds of advice are conflicting. Think about that. Swords are thoughts and communication. We've got two swords, two ways of looking at something, two ways of trying to decide whether it's time to reap a reward or keep working on this growth pattern, this project, this plan, possibly. I don't know. Hello, Cat Lady Oracle. Welcome. Choice between having short-term fun or working on your long-term project, says Donna. I'm going to pull a fourth card just to see if this clarifies anything. Well, the fourth card is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is this sort of sense of being trapped in the Rider-Waite system. Boy, hard to make out what's going on in this card. Don't totally love the images in this deck. And I haven't worked with it or spent enough time in it to really read intuitively into it. But Eight of Swords usually is being able to free yourself from your dilemma, from your difficulties, feeling surrounded or enclosed by issues that are problematic. That kind of goes along with that Two of Swords, that indecision about making a decision or arriving at a decision. Are things piling up around you that you feel a little claustrophobic about, things that are making decisions for you difficult? You know, this really is not an answer kind of spread. It's more like a question spread. Like, look at the things that you're trying to build and grow, the decisions you're trying to make, and the problems that you set for yourself. Maybe those are problems you've put on the situation rather than ones that are naturally occurring around you. Maybe it's your perspective or your way of looking at things that are problematic. Choice between having I read that. Yeah, I have a friend who's recently got me into drawing the bottom card when I do a reading now. He reads that as outcome. I can read it as outcome or the most distant idea from what you're reading. So the bottom card is the Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Two of Cups is some sort of emotional connection or partnership perhaps you need to consult or confide with a friend, another person who knows something about your situation, the things that you've been working on that might help you get away from this kind of defeatist attitude that you have and help you claim your power and authority to make that decision. Yeah. I don't know, folks. I'm a little bit stumped today. I tried, but I feel very Eight of Cups, emotionally overwhelmed, and want to walk away from this. So I think I would like to pull a third deck. If I can get 2 more numbers from you guys, I'm going to go back to the shelves and see what I find. So let me return these while you guys race each other to put in 2 numbers. And what have we got? Let's see. Orsi's left. Gotta go. 13 and 11. Nothing so strange. Had 13. MA had 11. All right. Maybe we'll go from the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, the mountain of mess on my bed. And what was the second number? It was 11. This is going to be tricky. 11. I'm just going to randomly pull from the pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, okay. 11. I think this is going to be good. I did try to organize my cluttered mess the other day. It's quickly cluttered again. All right. This is the deck we've got. And I don't remember what's in here, but I think I know. I think. What's it say? The energy today is wonky, Robin. My dowsing rods were going crazy. I've never had that happen before. Hang in there. Is that the dang Mercury retrograde that came back? It's imminent, I think. I went retrograde on the 16th. Oh, not again. Oh, so could your reading be related to communication information difficulties? All right, the deck that I pulled is, I can't remember the name of it. I think it's like something like the medieval Renaissance deck or something like, or medieval Europe deck or something. It's really interesting. It looks kind of like Middle Age illustrations, and it's kind of fun, actually. I do like ones that look sort of antique-y or inspired by old manuscripts or something mysterious. Again, a weird deck, but this one should definitely be easier for me to read. All right. Looks like the Medieval Europe Tarot, MA. Yeah, I think that's it. I like that deck. It's kind of bonkers. It is. So, one more question, please. It's 1:45. I'm trying to stretch for time to get to 2, but I think I might duck out early. Let's see what we can get out of this one. Anybody have a question for me? Anything they need to know? Anything they want to know? If I don't get one soon. All right. I'm going to see. You know what? I'm going to ask it what the heck is going on today with these choices and readings. I hope not. Amtrak sends out changes often. I haven't gotten any emails from them. I've been shocked, but now it makes sense. Oh. Yeah, well, it had to do with information. So gather as much information as you're capable of up to your departure. And roll with it, I'd say. You know, lean into it. Go with your intuition. You're really good at that, Jane. Depending on, the information at hand. Yeah. Just follow your intuition. I'm sure you took some decks with you. Maybe even do a little reading for yourself on that. If you're having some difficulty or some trouble. Donna wants to know, how will my day out tomorrow go? Going to a medieval fair about an hour away. Oh, that's kind of perfect for this deck. All right. Well, we'll see what it says. Okay, this is a little easier. The energy for the day tomorrow, Donna, is the 9 of... The numbers are hard to read. It's the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands. For me, the 9 of Wands is about boundaries and kind of pushing through and seeing things on the other side of a barrier. It's like, what do you allow through? What do you keep away from you? Keep your distance. So I would say when you go to this fair, be comfortable, but, take everything in and consider where to have boundaries. If people are too in your face and you can't deal with that, work on that. Hey, hi, Chris. And if you have not so much like feeling defensive other than defending yourself, visualize a wall around you and an opening in the wall. Like, what do you want to let through to you, or what do you want to go through the wall to engage in? How do you want to relate at this big Renaissance fair or fest? It looks like kind of like an egg of protective energy around you. So maybe kind of psychically guard yourself a little bit when you go to this thing. Seems like a fun day out, but there may be something about it that troubles you or bothers you or makes you less than comfortable. And I think it's probably good to sort of like have this sense around you of self-protection. The first card is the 2 of Cups. I'm assuming you're going with someone to this Renaissance fair. and it looks like you'll be going into it with this attitude of partnership, sharing, having fun together. It'll be a little adventure. And the third card is the Four of Wands, which is really nice too. Four of Wands is a little bit of a fun time celebration. So I'd say all in all, Donna, this looks like a good reading for tomorrow. It's an adventure. You're going to have fun. But if anything about it kind of pushes your buttons, you know, make sure you're guarded, you're protected, you feel secure in that. And I don't know if the fact that you're going with another person, a partner, maybe you need to rely on them to help you sort of feel that sense of protection. I don't know. How are you in terms of what's your comfort level with strangers or groups of people? Maybe it has to do with that. I know I hate crowds. I can't deal with big crowds. And I prefer going off to some little booth or some little, cafe or someplace a little bit more private or secluded. Even if I'm with people, I enjoy small groups rather than big groups. So I don't know what your attitude is or your relationship to going to an event like a Renaissance fair, but it sounds like it's going to be a lot of color, a lot of texture, a lot of fun, some new experiences, some things to watch, some fun things to do. I don't like huge crowds, but it was not too terrible last time. Oh, you've been before. Okay. And I don't know who you're going with. Jane cannot do crowds, taking all my meals in my room in the train. Ooh, you got a room on the train. That sounds fun to me. I've always wanted to do that. Oh, husband and sis-in-law and brother-in-law, I guess, are going with you. So you got your own little crowd going to this event with you. Well, that sounds fun. This looks like all of you. This is your little crowd at the Renaissance fair. The Four of Wands. Yeah, little party. Little party. Support from the husband, the partner. And don't know about that middle card, that Nine of Wands. Don't know about that. This feels sort of odd that you should go to something celebratory and feel a sense or a need of setting boundaries or protecting yourself. I don't know. I think we all kind of do that anyway, though, every time we set foot out the door, don't we? I mean, none of us are reckless. We all think, is this a safer road to travel than another one? Or is this experience easier or better for me to get through emotionally than something else I might choose? I guess be aware of that sense around you, that kind of bubble of protection or comfort level, your comfort zone. Think about your comfort zone. Oh, Chris likes my t-shirt. Oh, you can read it. Oh, you must have a big screen at home, because mine, I can't see it. But yeah, Chris, I'm going to an event later, and I'm hoping to propose a theme party for Bananarama to this club. I'm going to Club Cumming. Speaking of Scottish people, Alan Cumming has a club in the East Village. I'm going to a Romy and Michelle tea dance this afternoon. And I'm hoping to speak to some management while I'm there and check out the possibility of presenting them with the idea of a Bananarama themed tea party. I'm being cast to your TV. It sounds amazing. But it looks like it'll be a great day. Okay. Well, we're up to 154. I want to let everybody go. Thanks for hanging in with me today. Today was a little troubling with these particular decks. And I tend to gravitate when sharing with you the decks I'm most comfortable with and most easy to share. The fact that we pulled random decks, it's kind of an interesting idea, using random numbers to pull random decks out of my collection to share with you. And, we'll try this again sometime, hopefully with better results. And yeah, it's kind of like revisiting my collection, or the parts of my collection that have been sitting on the shelf too long and need to have another look at. So take care, everybody. Have a great weekend. Don, I hope you have fun tomorrow. And Jane, I hope you have a great trip home. And thank you all. And I'll see you next week when I will have my new deck to share with you. Okay, bye.